Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. I had an introductory video that I posted from previous semesters, and enough has occurred that have changed that I thought it was probably better if I went ahead and gave a brand new introductory video. And here it is. Welcome. I'm Daryl Cartwright. I'm your instructor for the class. I've been teaching this for about 15 years. I'm an old lawyer, and I've done these things a long, long time. So I'm going to try to bring to you in the class a sense of day-to-day practical application of law. And that's the way that I teach this class, and that's the way I test the class. And so it's probably going to be a little different than what you're normally expecting. A little homework, a little kind of housework I want to go ahead and start with. The attendance verification quiz, look for it next week. I will post it. It will be based upon the syllabus and making sure that you read the syllabus and understand the syllabus. Uh, and that's going to be very important. Um, Class materials. A couple of you have attempted to go ahead and access the Cengage materials. That will also be available after I meet with the Cengage representative. That will be in a couple of days, so be looking for that. I will go ahead and warn you, I do not use the Cengage materials. I don't use them to test. I don't use them for assignments. There is no assignments. There are no assignments. There's no homework in the class. I haven't looked at the Cengage materials in years. I have read it previously, years ago. Haven't done it in a long, long time. Why do I have the Cengage materials? Well, it might help you understand some principle that I'm teaching in some different way. And if it does, more power to you. But if all you do is review the Cengage materials, you will fail the class. Because guess what? The materials that I use to test on are the ones that I present to you, the PowerPoint slides, the videos, the audio lectures, and the video lectures. That is key, crucially a key. Um, I had a student last semester that failed the first exam, and they said, "I've never failed an exam before in my life. Can we go over it?" And I said, "Sure." So we start going over the exam and showing the student where the question came from, where the answer came from. And the student said, "Well, I didn't read that." I can't. Guys, come on. Come on. You got to read everything. You got to watch everything. You skip something, you're liable to fail. That's what happened to this student. Everything is fair game. Everything. And by golly, if I care enough to prepare a video or do an audio lecture or prepare a handout, you can rest assured I'm going to think it's important. Don't ever ask me if something's important or not. It's all important. There's no homework in this class. There's just a ton of reading. There's a ton of absorbing the material. There's a ton of watching and listening to audio lectures. That's what law is about. It's absorbing and applying a tremendous amount of material. There are 5 exams. Used to be 10. There was 10 as early as late as last semester. I changed based upon some feedback I got from class students. They wanted fewer tests. Here it comes, fewer tests. We'll see how we like it. 5 exams. As a result, it used to be we dropped the 2 lowest grades. Now we drop 1 lowest grade. Why? Because there's only 5. We're only going to give you the, uh, excuse me, I'm coming off a bout with COVID and I still got a nagging little cough. I'm fine, just have this little cough. The 4 highest grades count for your regular exams. Final exam is worth 200 points. If you miss an exam, what happens? Do you get a 0? Well, maybe. No makeups. First is if you miss 1 exam, and there's only 5, so you really need to make all of them. But if you miss 1, I'm going to allow the final exam percentage grade to substitute for the missed exam. You make a 90% on the final exam, you get 90 for the missed exam that you missed. You make 60% on the final exam, well, you get a 60 on another exam that you missed. So it becomes pretty important. It's already worth 200 points. Questions on the exam. Where did your grades come from? Used to be I tested students with true false questions. AI has ruined that because people were just mindlessly throwing it into Chat GPT and come up with the answers. Chat GPT generally averaged between 88 and 94%. It did pretty well, generally. I have changed that. Now, most of the questions that you have will be short answer. Um, I hesitate to call it essay because when I say short answer, I mean 2 sentences will answer just about everything. And here's something else. Number one, if you use AI, you fail. It's a violation of the honor code. Listen, I use AI every day in my profession, and you will too. But you got to learn and learn how to understand before you use the AI. Number two, if I get an AI type answer that's just regurgitated nonsense, even if it's accurate, you get zero credit. Why? Because part of law is being able to be precise and concise and specific with respect to your answers. It's a very big key. If I get a bunch of vomited type answers on there that looks like it came from a Wikipedia page, zero credit, none, zero. You do not get credit for those answers. You're showing me you haven't been able to understand what's important in law and being able to understand how to apply it. And you have to in this class. Um, okay. Zoom classes. This is an asynchronous class. That means that I cannot compel anyone to attend a live Zoom class. And you don't have to. Every Zoom class is streamed live on the class YouTube channel and recorded there in the live tab or the streaming tab of the class YouTube channel. So it's available 24/7 for you at any time. You do not have to attend. More than welcome to attend it live, more than welcome to, but you don't have to. I provide those. I provide those just as a way for you to ask me specific questions if you want to. Of course, you don't have to wait till then to do it, but it's convenient for a lot of students if they do. As far as the Zoom classes, they're listed on your class schedule. Um, they are subject to change. If I get a judge that says, "Hey, Daryl, I want you in court this date, whatever," well, you know what? Right now, that still trumps this, and we'll just modify it. We'll figure it out. If I can help you in this class in any way, please reach out to me and we'll do it. A lot of times people say, "Well, how do I study for it?" I can't tell you that. People study in different ways. People learn this in different ways. It's a lot of work, though. It's not flashcards and memorization. That won't work. You got to learn the stuff and then be able to apply it. How do you learn how to do that? It differs from person to person. I recommend the Cornell method of note taking for everything. Um, I've got a YouTube video on how to do that on the class YouTube channel, but there's all kind of places on the internet for you to have that as well. I use a remarkable tablet in my everyday practice. I've got a Cornell method template on there myself that I use. Um, if I can help you, reach out to me, uh, text me, email me. If it's something that's going to require a significant enough answer, email me, please, just to make it a little bit easier. I'll probably dictate my response or type it. And my thumbs just don't work that well if I'm giving you a 4 paragraph answer. I'll do it if I have to, but I don't want to. Be looking on, speaking of Zoom classes, first Zoom classes this coming Tuesday. Be looking for the Zoom link on your announcements. Also, I understand that you can set your email so that it, or the announcements, so that it automatically is emailed to you when I post one. Please do that. Please do that. Check your email, check your announcements. I will regularly update that throughout the semester. Um, and the first major one's going to be Tuesday when I post the Zoom link for the Zoom class. Okay, I think that's about it. If you have any questions or whatever, if you want to reach out to me before Tuesday, that's fine. If you want to wait till Tuesday, that's fine too. Otherwise, good luck to you this semester. I look forward to hopefully meeting several of you through my Zoom sessions. Happy to set these up for you with when you want to, and good luck.